Hi, and welcome to my Odyssey plan feedback review. For my review, I showed those three Odyssey plans to my family friend Luca. He lives in Switzerland, and he works in a tech industry. One of the questions that I had for him was which plan is his favorite and which one is his least favorite. And I wasn't surprised with his answer. He said that Odyssey plan number one that I made is something that he can see me doing in the future, and that it's the one that's most realistic. This is the one that he also likes the most. So uh, he will prefer if I can somehow achieve Odyssey plan number one. Then the least favorite one that he had was actually Odyssey plan number two, because he can see potential risk in something like that, and I understand that. He point out that taking a gap year from school and changing my life and living back home for a year with a plan to come back can be potentially risky. A lot of stuff can happen. Maybe I can have an issue with visa and other stuff. So he said that he didn't really like that much of a plan too. When it comes to plan three, he said this is the one that is looking really nice. He thinks that this is the hardest one to achieve. But it's always, he said, it's always good to dream big. This is some type of a dream for a lot of people that come from my country to live in America and study here. So this is how he will be extremely happy if I'm able to do something like this. But if not, he wants to point out that every year he pointed me out that every year in my Odyssey plan has good goals, and that the more importantly, those goals are achievable. And I really like them. One thing that surprised me the most when I was receiving feedback from him was how detail oriented he was. Like how he told me that since he's a bit older than me, he's 7 years older. He already has a family. He told me that he also has plans, for the future, like that, step by step, and that as soon as I start implementing planning like that, it will be better for me. And he was like, asking me the questions about every single thing on the Odyssey plan. Like, an example, when I said I want to graduate from a university with a computer science degree, he was like, okay, do you know what after graduation? When are you going to graduate? Are you going to be able to do an internship while you're still in school before you graduate? And stuff like that, just like sub uh, things in the plan that needs to be taken. He also asked me what will be the actions. So he asked me which one is my favorite plan, and I told him that I'm realistic, so I will say that my favorite plan will be Odyssey plan number one. And he asked me which one it is, my favorite, and what I need to take, what steps do I need to take to actually do stuff like in my Odyssey plan number one. And to be honest, I already took some steps. I'm transferring to a new school. I'm on my way there, so this beginning part is starting. I also found a job over the summer where I will work with my uncle. It's set. So let's say this part is right now completed. I'm gonna go step by step now and try to fulfill the rest of them, and then see how that goes, and if it's even possible to achieve um, all the stuff. One thing that he actually asked me, and I was a bit shocked, after seeing all the stuff. He asked me, "How do you feel about all the things you could do with your life?" And I found that question such a broad question. I was like, I don't know, I can do this, I can do that, but how do I feel about the stuff that I'm willing to do in my life, I said that I'm a pretty confident person, and I think that there is a lot of stuff in front of me. I want to have a family. I want to have a high paid job. I mean, everybody wants that. I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to work for it. I'm willing to sacrifice. So hopefully, you know, in a few years, I'll be able to see some of the stuff from this Odyssey plan, as a check marks. Like, let's say I already check marked the first, the beginning. Let's say hopefully next year I will be able to check mark this one to have better stats. Then I will be that will bring me, another option so I can spend more time with my family and travel the country. Check that. Then I will be able to graduate from university with my degree and, hopefully start masters, start an entry job. I mean, it's all going step by step. And in the Odyssey plan number one, I set up achievable stuff. I also show that I have resources for it. I really like it. And I have the confidence. I'm pretty confident I'm able to do this. And the people that I show this Odyssey plan to, they think I can do that. I'm also, I was also planning this before, not in this detail, but I was thinking about it all the time. What next year? What then? What then? When are you gonna start saving money? When are you gonna, will you go to your master? Will you go to do masters? This and that. It was always there. Of course, buying a motorcycle and going to a vacation trip to Tokyo, it's something to think of, but that's not a priority. I will say that my Odyssey plan in the beginning needs to have some priorities that will be helpful for my future. I can live without an expensive motorcycle or a trip to Tokyo, for a few years, but I will really like to get my degree in computer science, and I will like to start my business administration, master's in business administration, and potentially um, a new job. Just to wrap up, the feedback that I got from my three Odyssey plans was good. My people the person that I interviewed, Luca, was really pleased to see that I have a perspective, as he said, and that I can do that. He believes in it because we know each other for a long time already. Again, he really highlighted the Odyssey plan number one because it's the one that's most easily achievable. Um, he said that Odyssey plan has some good parts, but the beginning and the core of it he didn't like because it's a big risk taker. And for Odyssey plan number three, he said that's basically for a lot of people dream coming true, and being able to navigate all that stuff will be amazing. But he is still a bit reserved about Odyssey Plan 3, and if he can choose one good suggestion for me, that will be to try and keep going with the Odyssey Plan number 1, which I already started and I'm planning on doing it. Thank you so much for listening.